If you look at what the thousands of newly minted AI experts on social media say, people around the world are making millions of dollars by leveraging AI to do, well, whatever trendy business thing they're trying to sell you a course for. They're saying that the AI revolution we're seeing right now is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and that we're standing on the edge of a utopian automated space-traveling luxury future, all courtesy of AI, of course. Except that, well, it's all about to collapse. And I'm not talking about a robot apocalypse. It's nothing like the cool, moody, sci-fi dystopia you might imagine. Instead of a bang, this current wave of the AI revolution we're seeing right now will go out with a whimper, sort of. And I'm here to provide the reality check that'll help you use this next phase of the AI hype cycle to your full advantage. First things first, let's get something straight. AI has been amazing for us. From self-driving cars, to facial recognition, to medical diagnosis and personal assistance. Not now, Siri. Oh, not you too, Alexa. AI has revolutionized our world. It's given us access to information and resources we've never had before, and in many ways it's made our lives easier and more efficient. But it's also potentially ruining our lives at the same time. First off, there's been massive job losses, as AI has the potential to automate a whole bunch of different kinds of work. This is leaving a lot of people a lot scared about their future in the workforce. Now sure, AI can create new opportunities, but that also increases the need for training and therefore further increases the wealth gap that a lot of people are experiencing. Then there's also security and privacy concerns. With AI-powered surveillance systems and data collection tools, our privacy is increasingly at risk. To make things worse, there's also the potential for AI to be weaponized. So yay, technology! Add to this a long list of ethical dilemmas, as AI can potentially perpetuate existing biases and beliefs and things that simply are no longer true or no longer socially conscious. This makes sense though, as the algorithms are often trained on historical data, which may be biased and certainly doesn't keep up with the changing times and sentiments of the masses. There's also the potential for the overall dumbing down of society as continued over-reliance on AI tools starts to take over. A lot of schools and universities are already experiencing this, as students are well aware that they can simply use ChatGPT in order to craft a pretty compelling essay. A key point here is that we need to remember to use these technologies as ways of enhancing our own critical thinking rather than relying on them completely, which again could lead to that over-reliance. And of course, there is the black box problem, as I don't know about you, but the algorithms behind all of these AI technologies, it's pretty complex, which makes it difficult to understand, and this overall lack of transparency could open up some challenges further down the road, possibly even legal issues. So, gotta take that into consideration as well. I'm not here to discuss the pros and cons of artificial intelligence though, because even though I'm all for it, and I'm excited to see just how far we can take this technology, truthfully, my opinion on whether AI is mostly good or mostly bad is mostly irrelevant. Actually, completely irrelevant to what's happening with AI right now. And what's happening is very interesting. But if you're not careful and aren't aware of what's coming, it has the potential to ruin a lot of businesses and a lot more lives. You know what they say about too much of a good thing, right? Well, we're quickly reaching that point with AI. We're bombarded with AI applications everywhere you go, and it's starting to get overwhelming. Seems like every day there's a new AI-powered gadget or app hitting the market, each claiming to be the next big thing. But let's take a step back and ask ourselves, do we really need AI-powered toothbrushes and AI-powered toasters? Okay, maybe the toasters are pretty cool. But the simple fact that we're seeing AI everywhere now is a powerful sign that a shift is coming. But if you really want to know what's going to happen with AI, all you have to do is take a look at what happened with VR, blockchain, the Internet of Things, or Web3, and then apply that exact same model to AI. You see, we're on a very predictable path right now that's playing out exactly like it has for every single hype bubble that's come before this. There's a trajectory that emerging technologies often follow, called the Gartner hype cycle, that explains the public popularity of new emerging technologies. It starts with a technology trigger when something new enters the scene. Then, excitement starts to build, a ton of it, along with some incredibly high expectations. And lots of people on Twitter saying this will change literally everything. You promised you would change my life. And the next stage is where we're getting to right now with AI, at the peak of inflated expectations. Because after that, the inevitable happens. And there's a big collective gasp of disappointment when whatever the latest greatest thing is doesn't change literally everything. This is the trough of disillusionment. As reality sets in, people start to realize that this new technology has some limitations, maybe even some problems, and it certainly can't do all of the wonderful, amazing things that they were originally promised and thought that it was going to be able to do. And when that happens, everybody starts to get a little less excited, and they start to question if what they thought was going to change literally everything is really that useful at all. And as the old saying goes, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. And right now, the hype around AI is astronomical. And because there are these crazy high expectations, especially from people who tend to see this AI technology as some kind of magic, the inevitable crash back down to earth is going to be huge, maybe even cataclysmic. People will turn their backs on it, companies and possibly entire industries will shrink or maybe even die, but a few tools will survive. And the tools that do will typically be the most useful ones that can actually generate results and that are offering something different and better and more valuable than the 101 different businesses out there right now that are basically just playing ChatGPT arbitrage, trying to sell content and ideas and services that anyone who's able to sign up for a free ChatGPT account can basically do on their own. So after a lot of pain and disappointment, broken dreams and shattered expectations, the industry will eventually pick itself back up and head into the slope of enlightenment. This is where the technology becomes more widely understood and more practical products and offers get released. And then the plateau of productivity, where it becomes mainstream and part of our everyday lives. So the big question then is, what should you do? And how can you prepare yourself for the next wave of AI so you can not just survive, but actually thrive and capitalize on all of the amazing opportunities coming your way? So now that you know that the end of AI, at least as we know it, is coming, how do you prepare for what's next? First off, if you're in a business, a market, or an industry that has tasks that an AI could easily complete, it's likely that they're already starting to do this or they're going to be doing it very soon. And this trend of different businesses and companies adopting more AI-powered solutions and software and technologies in order to essentially phase out different jobs that humans are currently doing is only increasing. Customer service reps and receptionists will be among the first to go. In many cases, AI is already stepping in to help answer customer questions and update order status and payment confirmations and deal with cancellations. Taxi and truck drivers are also on their way out as more companies are shifting their focus towards autonomous driving. Basic accounting and bookkeeping and tax preparation software and AI technologies already exist. In many cases, all you need to do is enter your daily transactions and AI takes care of the rest. AI can also analyze data and help with auditing. Retail services are a big one, as shopkeepers might be replaced with robots that track inventory, collect payments, and answer questions. Amazon Go is a glimpse into the future, and robots like Tally can help with tasks in existing store layout. Humanoid robots like Pepper are even starting to handle customer interaction. Companies like Walmart and Amazon are starting to test drone and robot deliveries. As drone delivery starts to become more common, it'll take over courier services. AI is also helping with supply chain and logistic functions. AI tools like Grammarly help writers check their own work for spelling and readability and errors. You can also translate your writing into a ton of different languages using things like ChatGPT or Google Translate. And how's this next one for an absolutely terrifying thought? AI and robotics are already being used in medicine. Robotic doctors can perform critical operations and reduce human error, and robots like Star have already successfully performed surgery without human help. AI also speeds up drug research in pharmaceutical labs. So clearly AI isn't going anywhere anytime soon, which means it's time to take a look at the opportunities that are available to you now and which ones are going to be opening up in the future. Because, as one of my favorite quotes from Peter Drucker says, the best way to predict the future is to create it. With just how popular and widespread AI technology has become, it's hard to think of a single business or market or industry that won't be impacted by AI. So the best advice here is to simply do whatever it is you're doing now or continue to pursue whatever goal you're going after, but filter it through the lens of looking at how AI is going to influence or impact it. That said, if you're looking for a few good ideas and opportunities to leverage AI by combining not only artificial intelligence, but another very proven and very profitable and quickly growing segment, well, you're gonna wanna pay attention to this. One of the most promising aspects of this entire new age of AI is its potential to address pressing social and environmental issues. AI, when combined combined with a creative thinking, empathetic human being, truly has the potential to revolutionize the way that we approach problems. When it comes to climate change, AI can help us better understand and predict the effects of climate change, optimize energy consumption, and develop more sustainable technologies. I mean, just imagine for a second. AI-powered systems that optimize public transportation, reduce waste, and monitor deforestation, all in real time. As we've already discussed, AI is already being used in healthcare, but it can further revolutionize diagnostics and drug discovery and personalized medicine, not to mention the delivery of vital medicines by the use of robotics and drones. Picture AI algorithms that can diagnose diseases at an early stage so they can be treated effectively, therefore increasing patient quality of life and longevity. And let's not forget about education, where AI can help us create personalized learning plans tailored to individual needs, bridging the gap between students and helping to reduce educational disparities. Imagine AI tutors that adapt to a student's preferred learning style, providing targeted support and continued resources in order to ensure success. Which leads me nicely to this next point on how to prepare yourself, which is to embrace lifelong learning. This advice applies not only to AI, but to any new technology that comes out in the future. And that is, in order to thrive, you need to adopt and embrace an attitude and a mindset of lifelong learning and growth. With AI technology advancing at what looks to be a pretty breakneck speed here, it's going to be beneficial to stay as ahead of the curve as possible. So make it a habit to read articles and listen to podcasts and watch videos related to AI technology. Not all the time, just some of the time. You don't need to become an expert on all things AI and know how to program your own artificial intelligence software, but you should at least know what tools are available to you and the basics on how to use them. For now, as long as you can figure out or already know how to log into ChatGPT and ask it to tell you a funny joke, then you're doing great. The future of AI isn't about machines replacing humans, it's about humans and machines working together to create a better world. Also, as more products and apps and software continue to flood the market as we ride this hype roller coaster all the way to the top, you want to make sure you're thinking critically about which AI applications you're using. This means asking questions and evaluating AI solutions based on their impact, ethical considerations, and relevance to your needs. For example, you can ask yourself, is this AI application genuinely useful, or is it just a gimmick? Does it prioritize user experience, ethical considerations, and transparency? Or is it going to steal all my data, use my images to promote a cause that I don't believe in? And are there any potential biases or fairness issues at play? Again, one of the biggest drawbacks to AI, at least right now, is that it's basing a lot of its information, a lot of its suggestions off historical data, which may or may not be as accurate or at least as ethical as we'd like to be today. Last thing you want to do is have some AI get you canceled. All that said, if you can't beat them, and you can't, you might as well join them. So to help you do that, I've linked up a video right here that's going to show you how I got ChatGPT to build me an entire marketing campaign step by step. So make sure to tap or click that now, and I'll see you in there in just a second.